Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah Jane, and I am a media and marketing executive here at Buymedia. Today, I'll guide you through the Buymedia platform, highlighting its role in enhancing your advertising journey. I'll cover three key areas: crafting your ad brief and mosaic, navigating various media channels and titles, and delving into the reporting aspect of your campaign to support your company's advertising objectives. Firstly, we're going to go through the ad brief section of the platform. So I can show you this example here of an ad brief, and I can show you how to input your own ad brief. So you can input the name of your campaign and put yourself as the buyer. You can input the tentative start and end date, and then the budget allocation for this campaign. Um, and then you can detail your target audience in this section, and then the Buymedia team can create a custom mosaic for your specified target audience. Otherwise, you can choose up to 2 predefined mosaics out of the 15 that we have here to choose from. So you can see the list there. You can also select whether you would like a digital aspect of the campaign. And once selected, the software will determine whether your target audience would engage with digital advertising to allocate it effectively in your media mix. So here you can click and you can choose what is the digital objective, whether it's brand awareness, engagement, etc. Once you have filled in all aspects, you can select save down here and it will be saved to the platform. In this test ad brief example, the client has chosen €50,000 as their budget, and they have chosen the predefined mosaics here, the established wealth and the city achievers, because they decided that this best fit their target audience. The second key area is creating the plan. So once we select start plan, the ad brief will become a plan. Then you can generate the target audience provided against the media channel mix. This will give you the most highly ranked media channels for your target audience. So you can see here that this client selected the predefined mosaics, which is the city achievers and the established wealth, and this was their budget. We'll go into the recommended media channels here. So this next section gives you about 16 to 18 different media channels, and it also breaks them down into what type of channel they are. So you can see here that the most popular is TV. So 12% should be spent on TV to reach this target audience. And you can see here over in the actual media channels titles, it's 33% should be spent on digital, 24% on print, etc., etc. As you can see here, the software has taken your target audience, which is the 2 predefined mosaics that we had before, and they have inputted it into the software with our data, and it has given you all of the recommended media channels to go for this target audience. Then what we start doing here is deleting the budget out of the least relevant channels to disperse the budget into the more relevant media channels. So we can start from the bottom. As you can see, about 1% of your budget should go into local radio, and it's not really optimal with your budget. So when you start deleting these out, it'll disperse the budget throughout the campaign. So as you can see here that I deleted a few channels out. So the optimal amount of channels you'll be using is around the 5-channel strategy. So if you're advertising across 5 media channels, you are 35% more likely to reach your target audience. Anything after the 5 is diminishing marginal return, and there's too many media choices and too much of your budget is being spread too thin. So The next stage breaks this down even further into what media titles you should go for in each channel. So you need to make sure that your budget is allocated effectively to get the optimal reach for your budget spend. So here you can see the TV is separated into RT1, Virgin Media 1, RT2, Sky Arts, and TG Caher. And then you can see the rest here. So what you can start doing is taking out just some media titles to disperse out the budget again. So with guidance from our expert team at Buymedia, we can help you determine the best media title choices to get you the best return on your budget spend. So once you go into the final stage of your plan, you can see the breakdown of your campaign in the channels and media titles. So the final area I will be discussing is the reporting aspect of your campaign to support your company's advertising objectives. Once the advertiser has uploaded its KPIs to the platform, we can get access to all the advertising spend. And once we have that, we can match the KPIs to the ad spend. So what does that look like? So basically, we can take all the information from all the ad spend on the platform and we can put it into a powered BI dashboard that you can see here. So once you have that up here, you can basically see the overview of all the advertising that is being done on the platform and the budget spend throughout. So this is just an example of a client's campaigns throughout the year. So you can see that the report is interactive, so you can click in. So if the marketing manager wants to see the report in more detail, they can click on each section to see, for example, what am I spending on out of home? So you can see the ad spend by campaign, by media category. You can just click here and it'll show you all the spend on out of home from that year. And the ad spend is over here. And the title is here. And then you can also see on this other part of the screen, which shows all media spend by media title. So if you would like to start analyzing by title, you can see how much budget they ran on, for example, Sky. So the screen is interactive once you click. And now you can see all the budget spend on Sky throughout the year. Where you can say, for example, how much did I spend on digital out of home? And it'll come up here. It's digital bridges, large digital. You can see by each title and so on, VOD, etc. So from the marketing manager's point of view, you can really get really interesting insights and really get into the reporting of what is going on from a media spend perspective. You can also see on this screen, it shows the total ad spend throughout the year of this test client and the total number of campaigns. So this is the ad spend by year and media category. So you can click here and it'll show you how much media spend and how many campaigns, and it'll show you the ad spend by year and media category in a bar chart here. So everything is interactive. You can click and you can see here for TV and the media spend and the number of campaigns and so on. So this media mix model is just giving the advertising or the company an overview of all their ad spend broken down into the media mix. So you can see here it is the multi-mix. So the marketing manager can see this on a year chart, or you can fine tune it to a monthly chart, as you can see here, and it really gets down to the spend throughout the months. So this report can be very helpful for marketing managers. They can pull this report and it can be used in a presentation. They can just screenshot and show it as a presentation to show their advertising spend against their KPIs throughout the months. The screen is interactive to show each spend. So the linear blue and yellow lines here are just showing the clicks and the footfall KPIs for this business. And the bars are showing the different types of advertising across the different months. And again, all of these charts are interactive, and the marketing manager can click in and view different elements of the chart. So, what are we really trying to do? So, with this market mix model, is where you can build up data on the business and in terms of what is happening to the KPIs and ad spend. So over time, with about 12, 18, or 24 months, we can really start creating some predictive analytics on what could happen if the business, for example, decided to reduce its ad spend by 20% and increase its social media spend by 15%. So you can model out then into the future what your KPIs could be in terms of revenue, market share, in this case, clicks and footfall would have on the business. So this helps take away the advertising guesswork in terms of the business in the first instance.